Peace, 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 peace. This is Ashuntola, the enchantress of the Enchanted Life. I am 4 minutes running behind, 4 minutes behind schedule, but we are here now, so it's all good. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Enchanted Life, Transform Your Life group. So I am Ashna Tola. A little bit about me. I am the creator and teacher of the Etheric Touch healing system. I am also an oracle and an energy worker and a whole lot of other things that I'm not going to list right now. Those are the specialties that I offer. And today, what I wanted to do is come on and give a few updates about what's happening with the Enchanted Life and the Etheric Touch. And I do have notes. I do have notes. So, um, one of the reasons why I wanted to come on today, and let me just say this before I begin: if you would like to comment, there should be a link in the comments that will allow you to log on to StreamYard and leave your comments. So then I am able to see who is speaking with me. This session tonight is going to be a question and answer session after the updates and everything like that. So stay tuned, put your answers in the comments, and let's get started. Peace, y'all. Peace. So, yes, the reason why I want to come on tonight. So, over the last couple years, my husband, Conjure, and I have been teaching the etheric touch healing system. And what we have discovered in that process is that many people who join the etheric touch are just beginning their spiritual journey, just beginning. And many people that we meet have just begun with their spiritual awakening, with their spiritual journey. And it's a very exciting time. It's a very exciting time. However, it can be very overwhelming. It can make you feel like there's so much information. Who do I talk to? Who do I trust? What information is accurate and what information isn't? There's a lot of things that you can Google, but there is nothing that can replace the guidance of a mentor and of a guide. And that's what the Etheric Touch program is about. It's about helping you to create a spiritual foundation so that you can navigate any traditions that you may want to navigate. So, but before you even get to the Etheric Touch, like I was saying, the students in the Etheric Touch, what we have seen is that many of them are just beginning their spiritual journey, their spiritual awakening. And so there are many concepts that are offered in the Etheric Touch that because there's not a baseline, because we don't all understand certain languages or understand certain terms, or even schools of thought, philosophies, that it can go over their head, and then we'll have to stop and make sure that everyone understands. And of course, we don't mind doing that. Of course, we don't mind doing that. And then now, what we have seen as of late is that there are many people that are beginning their spiritual awakening. Many people are being awakened. Many people are starting their spiritual journey. Many people are feeling more disconnected now than in previous times in our lives, specifically with everything that has gone on with COVID. It had us all sitting down and really analyzing who we were outside of our titles, who we were as people. Not, I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, I'm a whatever titles you hold, wife, mother, sister, husband, or what have you. So it really made me sit down and consider what are some of the steps that I would suggest if somebody wanted to begin their spiritual journey, begin their spiritual awakening, and maybe even have an interest in the etheric touch. And so I thought it would be beneficial to everybody for me to come on and just give a few tips, tricks, suggestions on this spiritual journey. So the Enchanted Life group is specifically has been specifically formed to begin that process. Many times when we're in the midst of our spiritual journey, we do not know where to go for resources, for information, and we may not have people around us that we feel comfortable expressing ourselves with, that we feel comfortable asking certain questions from, or we get tired of kind of being brushed off about the questions that we have. And so the Enchanted Life group was created so that we could start having conversations about those things that you may want to ask, but kind of feel hesitant to ask people in your life. And so, in my opinion, the steps that need to be taken in your spiritual transformation, in your spiritual development, in your spiritual growth journey, in your healing journey, specifically with us here at the Enchanted Life, the first thing that I would suggest that you do is get a reading. Get a reading. A reading is equivalent to a consultation, okay? The reading will actually let us know what your destiny is, what your purpose is, where are you in your cycle? Are you ready to embark upon this journey? Do you still need some time to digest, you know, this transitional period that you may be in? Those are the kind of things that come up in the readings. And um, Conjure and myself offer, I mean, we can read on just about anything, anything from life, career, relationships, all kinds of different things. Specifically, though, when you're ready to pursue your spiritual journey, your healing journey, we will ask what your purpose is, what your destiny is, where are you on the site in your cycles right now? What cycle are you in right now? And if this is a good fit for you. Um, just to begin. And then from the readings and the consultation, the reading consultations, we are also offering classes at Divine Doula Goddess shop on Murchison Road in Fayetteville. If you are not in the Fayetteville area, we are also offering it virtually. So you will be able to tune into the classes live, just kind of like this platform that we're on right now. And those classes specifically are the baseline things. So I feel like that when we are talking healing, when we're talking peace, Karasi, when we're talking spiritual things, when we're talking our journey, our healing journey, it is important for us to understand the importance of it. Um, these are concepts that we have not been taught as we grew up. These are concepts that in indigenous traditions we would have been taught in our youth, but here in the diaspora we have not. And so getting that baseline, it's like a prerequisite, I would say. It's like, what are the ABCs? Okay, so those classes in September, starting in September, are for those reasons. Remember, one of the things that we may hear is that the revolution will not be televised, right? The revolution will not be televised. So what does that mean? That means we won't see it on TV. That means we won't see it in the streets necessarily. What does that mean when we say the revolution will not be televised? What we're saying is that the revolution will be happening within yourself. The revolution is an inner revolution, is an inner transformation. And it's from that inner transformation, that inner revolution, that what we will see and what we are seeing is the awakening of many as time progresses. And that's the age we're in. We're in the age of Aquarius. So it's time for us to know ourselves. It's time for us to understand ourselves as spiritual beings having a human experience. And from that perspective, that inner knowing, that inner discovery, that inner exploration, we will see that the transformation that's happening within us will reflect externally. The more people focusing on their own selves, the more people that are minding their own business, so to speak, will continue. When we are not blaming others for the things that's going on, but taking accountability for ourselves, then we will start seeing real transformation in the world. So these classes are have been created to begin that journey of um, self-discovery, self-explanation. Who are you as a spiritual being? Who are you as this spiritual being having this human experience? What is your purpose here? You have a vital, essential part to play in this evolutionary transformation that is going on right now in the universe. And so those classes are geared for you to have to gain more of an understanding of that starting point, beginning point of the journey. And then, in addition to that, what you will start seeing as this year starts winding down, probably like in the fall, the mid fall time, you'll start seeing pre-recorded videos that are accessible to you at a with a small fee to continue to go down that journey, to continue to be able to discover even more, learn even more. And this has more to do with like the indigenous, the ancients. How did the ancients live? How did our ancestors live? How did the indigenous cultures live? You know, how did the natives live? And what does that have to do with us? You know what I'm saying? So those classes are geared towards starting to expand your perspective. And then um, and so those will be coming out in like mid-October, probably early November. And then the Etheric Touch Mentorship Program. So the Etheric Touch Healing Ceremony System is an indigenous, is an innovative, evolutionary healing system that uses indigenous techniques and modalities to assist with your spiritual awakening, whether that and that is going to affect affect you mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Why? Because the indigenous actually approach healing from a holistic perspective. That means it's not symptomatic. It means that we look at our totality, the totality of ourselves, and what we consider to be healthy. And so that is the process of the Etheric Touch Mentorship Program. In the program, specifically, when you're ready for that journey, that is an investment because it is a mentorship. That means you get more attention, more information, more practical application to be able to use in your daily living. Because when you're starting on this spiritual awakening, when you started on this journey, you must be able to do these things consistently in order to see results. I often say that if you practice the etheric touch, if you follow the steps of the etheric touch healing system, then you will see transformation in your life. You will see transformation in your life. So um, the mentorship program is a three semester program that runs at 8 week increments, that will help you to one, discover and explore yourself as a spiritual being, because it has to start with you first. There's so many things that you don't know about yourself, even no matter how long you've been here. Then the second thing is ancestral reverence, the importance of your ancestors and how to revere them, how to take note of when they are speaking to you, how to set up their sacred space. And then on the third trimester, that is your shadow work and illumination period. So we actually help you to navigate your own darkness and illuminate that shit. You know what I'm saying? Integrate it with your life. Many times we feel like the things that we consider shadows, those things that we consider the mm, I don't want to say the negative aspects of ourselves. Well, we come to realize those weaknesses, there we go, those weaknesses, those things that we consider to be weaknesses are actually things that can be transformed into strengths and actually be utilized in life. Sometimes, you don't want to be out here beating everybody up necessarily, but if somebody disrespects you in a way, as far as like putting hands on you, then that energy is necessary. You know what I'm saying? So we need to understand what those triggers are, what those shadows are, and how to illuminate them, how to integrate them into our everyday living. So that is what the Etheric Touch Mentorship Program is about. Again, I recognize and realize when you're first starting your journey, everything can be very overwhelming, and everything could be very overwhelming, and you just want to find where to go to get some general information to begin to your research, your development, and as time progresses, you may want to develop that into a whole lifestyle. And that's what the Etheric Touch Mentorship Program assist with. We walk with you, we guide you, we mentor you in your journey of healing in order for you to have the full benefit of this spiritual transformation, the spiritual awakening that you are having. We have, for the last 2 years, I have been teaching the etheric touch. There has been over 100 students in the program as of today. And we are planning to relaunch the etheric touch um, in the early part of 2022. In the early part of 2022, 2021 has gone so fast, y'all, like so fast. So, the early part of 2022. So you can be on the lookout for that. If you feel like you would like to um, sign up for the mentorship program, the Etheric Touch, I would suggest going ahead and starting the process now with the enrollment, because there are certain things that you will get as you as you begin the journey into the Etheric Touch, such as an astrology reading from our house astrologer Josie, an orientation with Madre Tanya, sure that your ancestors and our ancestors agree to working with each other. So we go through a divination process and enrollment as well. So yeah, I just want to make sure that I gave you some quick information. If you're interested in beginning your spiritual journey and really don't know where to begin, let's start right in the beginning with a reading and a reading, which is like a consultation. So we can see what your purpose is and see what your cycles are, where you are, and if you're ready for this next stage, which I'm sure you are, or at least what it is that we can do to get you prepared for this next stage of your unfolding. And then from there is the classes that start on September. If you The intro class is $25. That's on September the 3rd. And then we'll be giving those classes once every other week, the first and third Friday of each month. We will be giving those classes. Those are the classes that will help you to start understanding the concepts, the philosophy behind the enchanted life, behind the etheric touch, behind your spiritual awakening. And then, of course, the pre-recorded classes that you can find at www.enchantedlifellc.com. And of course, the Etheric Touch Mentorship Program, which is an investment. So if you're interested, let me know. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, I am here. This is my passion. This is what I love to be doing. So, it is my honor, it's my pleasure to assist you on your healing journey. Yes. So I think that's it for tonight. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to put them in the comments or hit me up in my inbox. Put them in the group. Um, Myself and the administrators of the Enchanted Life will get to you as soon as we can. Okay. I hope everybody is enjoyed their weekends and is looking forward to the children going back to school. I know I am. So anyway, until the next time. Peace, y'all.